Hey, this is Chris Vercelli. Thanks a lot for coming by my website. You're probably here because you read about the athletic stance that you need to get into when you're playing tennis in order to minimize injury and maximize speed and performance. And in this video, I'm going to give you some basics as to how you can figure out whether you're in the athletic stance, how to train yourself to be better at getting into the athletic stance, and how to have more power when running along the court by using the athletic stance. So first thing we're going to talk about is just kind of what do I mean by athletic stance, because you might have seen the pictures, but I'm going to give you a little bit more of a description. So basically what we're going to do with the athletic stance is we're going to shift from a flat-footed stand where our forefoot and our heel is on the ground, and we're going to shift to a ball of the foot only stand, and we're going to slightly bend the knee. So it's going to be something kind of like this. Okay, so what that's going to look like on me is right here. Okay, slight bend in the knees and up onto the balls of the feet. Now, I prefer to start the training with this barefoot. Okay, it gives you a much better sense of where you are in terms of your joint position, and it also lets you feel all the muscles and all that a lot better. So what I would recommend is that you start by just holding this position, slightly bent in the knees and on the balls of your feet, trying to hold this position. Try to get stability in this position. For a lot of people, when they first start out holding this, it's a lot of strain to try to stay in this position because they don't have the balance, or they don't have the strength or the coordination, and so it's just very, very difficult. So the first thing that you want to really get good at is just being in this position. Okay? Once you feel like you're starting to get some stability, okay, maybe that's on day 1, maybe that's on day 21, that's when you want to start to do some squatting in this position. Okay, staying on the balls of the feet, slowly bending the knees more, and lowering yourself towards the ground. Now, as you get better at it, you can go deeper. Okay? But this also serves as a fantastic warm-up before you go and play. So if you can do this right now, do it to fatigue before you go and play. Next time you play, it'll really help you out a lot. Okay? So that'll help your body kind of learn how to be in the athletic stance and how to maintain it when you change your joint position. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to kind of take it up a notch and go 2.0. I'm going to put my shoes on, and these shoes that I'm going to put on are ones that allow for a lot of bending here at the toe box. These are called New Balance Minimus shoes. There's other shoes like these out on the market, but what they allow is they allow for the toe box to flex, and what that allows is it allows for you to actually be in that athletic stance up onto the toes, because here's the thing. The reason why we want to be here is because it absorbs shock. It absorbs the shock of actually pounding and touching the ground much better than here. And you can hear it. You can hear the impact probably. And if you can't, then do it where you are and you'll be able to hear it. Versus here, you know, the impact is much less. Your body absorbs that force a lot better, and it's a lot easier on your knees, your hips. It's going to feel a lot better to be in the athletic stance and to run from the athletic stance when you're on the court. It's going to feel a lot better on your knees and your hips. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on, and then we're going to do some training from the athletic stance to really get some more power to our runs. All right, so now we're going to start to do a little bit of training with the athletic stance and do some sprints and some agility work from the athletic stance. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do, which is going to feel a little bit weird, is we're just going to run on the toes, okay? And I'm only going on a short distance just so that my cameraman doesn't have to keep scrolling through a large area. But this is basically what you want to be doing, and you want to be going long enough to where you actually feel a little bit fatigued while doing this. But you can see how right now your body's learning how to actually land properly so that this happens. This little, that allows for some give. That's the difference between jumping on a mattress and jumping on asphalt, okay? A mattress gives. And when you land on your heel, your body doesn't give. When you land on your toe, that little movement of my leg, that's my body giving. That's my body absorbing that shock properly, and that's what's going to help to keep the stress down on my knees, my hips, and even through my foot. So once I've done a little bit of run training from the athletic stance, then I'm going to start to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of laterals from the athletic stance. Okay? I'm going to do a little bit of rotation and changing position from the athletic stance. If I'm strong enough, and I've done similar type things before, I might even want to do a small jumping squat. You can get really creative. So the key is to do your footwork stuff with your lower leg and your upper leg in the athletic position. Knee slightly bent, up on the toes. And then just try to land on the toes every time, and try to just bend the knee slightly as you land. So what this is going to allow you to do from a performance standpoint is it's going to allow you to shave a little bit of time off of your first steps. So instead of your body having to go from a straight leg, flat-footed position to bent knee and up on the toes before it starts to run, you're going to be able to save the time of transitioning from there to there and just be able to push right off. So that's going to really help you out a lot in terms of your quickness and in terms of your ability to change direction. Because if you're trying to change direction from here and your foot's planted, you've got a lot less flexibility than if you're here trying to change direction. Your body can adapt a lot easier this way than it can when your feet are flat. And when you try to change directions and your feet are flat, boy, you're going to tweak your knees over time. And your hips and stuff are not going to like it too much. So this is really a better way to go. If you want to amp up the training beyond what you've seen here, give us a call. Be happy to walk you through some things that you can do. Once we've kind of evaluated where you're at and what's best for you, and really get you going so you can maximize performance, minimize injury, get back on the court, and not have to walk off it again because you're hurting too much. So, hope this video was helpful for you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and look forward to giving you more useful content, both in the magazine and on video. And make sure you leave a comment too on the YouTube channel. I'd love to hear what you're thinking, and any ideas you have for future videos, I'd love to hear those as well. So, take care. God bless.